Yeah, should we do it now? It's quick. It just takes a few minutes. So basically, it's the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 meditation method is a method that helps you come back to your senses because you focus on your different senses. You name out loud 5 things that you can see, 4 things that you can touch, 3 things that you can hear, 2 things that you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. And the nice thing about this is that you don't just look at them and kind of note, okay, I saw that. No, you have to say them out loud. If you can't, obviously say them out loud to yourself. But the idea is that you actually stop and think about what you're observing, and you're using all of your senses, and especially the latter ones. You have to think. So, as I said before, this can be good before a meeting. It can be good if you're going to have a difficult conversation with someone. If you have your kids crying, I do this with my kids sometimes. I just ask them to do that, and it helps them calm down because they kind of, wait a minute, like I'm supposed to be angry now, but then you can't really focus on that much internal thoughts because you have to go back to your senses. So it's a really good technique to just stop things and get into your senses so you're not so lost in your thoughts. We'll do it together. I can start. So first thing we do is we name 5 things that we can see. I can see a jar of honey. I see a bowl, a bell that I can ring. I see my socks. I see a scale, and I see a sound dampening board and a microphone. And then you name 5 things out loud that you can see around you. If you can, try to do it out loud. After that, we see for 4 things that we can touch. So I can touch my blanket, I can touch the woolen sofa, I can touch my thermos, which is a bit cold, and I can touch my microphone. So 4 things that you can touch, and you say them out loud as you touch them. Now, after you've done the 4 things you can touch, we're going to say 3 things that we can hear. And in this room, I can hear the fan of the computer. I hear a car that's just passing by right now. And there's the humming of the heater that's above me. So that's 3 things I can hear. Now, name 3 things that you can hear. After that, it gets a little bit more difficult. Now we're looking for 2 things that we can smell. We smell and see if we can smell 2 things. I can smell the carpets here. They have a bit of an office carpet smell. It's quite newly put in here. And I can smell the honey from that I just put in the tea. So that's 2 things that I can smell. After you've named 2 things that you can smell, now is the last one. 1 thing that you can taste. And I just drank rooibos tea with honey, so I taste the rooibos. I can really taste it in my mouth. If you haven't drank anything, then that might be a bit more difficult, but you can taste something in there. Or you can do like my son and just take any random object and just start sucking on it. That also works, and you'll taste something. So that's the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method. A really simple and easy way to get people to get out of their minds and back into their bodies and their senses. And it's actually a technique that's sometimes used for people who have panic attacks or a strong anxiety because it gets you out of your thoughts and kind of into your body again. It's not really a technique that you do as in when we sit and we focus on our breath or we do a body scan or something. This is more of a exercise that you do to get back to your senses. So that's why it's good to do, can be good to do before meditation or, as I said before, a meeting or something.